Here is a man who was told he had betrayed his own philosophy. His name was Seneca, and his enemies asked the question you may have asked yourself: how can a man speak of having enough while sitting on so much? The answer he gave is one of the most useful things ever said about money, and almost no one remembers it. Lucius Annius Seneca was born around the time the calendar turned to its first year. A Stoic, a writer of letters and plays, and for a stretch of his life, the tutor and advisor to the Emperor Nero. Proximity to that throne made him powerful. It also made him very, very rich. By some accounts, one of the wealthiest men in the Roman world. And his critics noticed, a Stoic they sneered is supposed to despise luxury, yet here was Seneca draped in it. The philosophy and the fortune seemed to mock each other. You feel the same tension today, every time someone tells you money does not matter from a comfortable chair. The accusation is old, the discomfort is older. So Seneca did something a lesser man would not. Instead of hiding from the charge, he wrote an entire essay answering it. We call it On the Happy Life, and in it, he draws a line that most people never think to draw. Seneca's argument was simple. Stoicism does not demand poverty. It never did. What it demands is freedom, and poverty and riches are both just circumstances the free mind learns to handle. The wise man, he wrote, does not love riches, he prefers them. Given the choice, he would rather have them than not. There is nothing noble about refusing a tool you could use well. But and this is the whole of it, he receives those riches not into his heart, but into his house. Sit with that image. The house is the place where things are kept. The heart is the place where you live. Wealth, Seneca said, belongs in the first room and never the second. Hold money in the house and you can use it, lose it, give it, spend it, and remain exactly who you were. Let it into the heart and every loss becomes a wound. You no longer own the money owns you. That is the line most people never draw. They assume the only honest options are to renounce wealth or to worship it. Seneca offers a third: use it without being used by it. Possess riches in the house, not in the heart. It is easy to say you are not attached to your money. The test comes when it is taken. Seneca claimed that the wise man, if stripped of everything, would walk away as though he had merely set down a heavy bag. Not unmoved, he is not made of stone, but not undone. He measured his own wealth by a strange yardstick. Could he live without it? He practiced on chosen days, eating the plainest food, wearing the roughest cloth, sleeping hard, not as punishment, as rehearsal. He wanted to ask poverty its worst question in advance, so that if the answer ever came for real, it would hold no terror. This is the practice the Stoics called premeditatio, rehearsing loss while you are safe, so loss cannot ambush you. Money you have rehearsed losing is money that can no longer hold you hostage. You keep it, you enjoy it, but your peace is not stored inside it. That is what detachment actually means, not having nothing, having things and knowing, quietly, certainly, that you would still be yourself without them. Seneca had a second insight, sharper than the first, and you can find it scattered through his letters to Lucilius. It is not the man who has too little who is poor, he wrote. It is the one who craves more. Read it again. Poverty in Seneca's hands is not a number in a ledger. It is a posture of the mind, the endless reach, the next thing and the next that will finally be enough and never is. By this measure, a billionaire who lies awake calculating can be poorer than a craftsman who closes his door at dusk and wants nothing more than the evening he already has. Wealth, then, is not the size of the pile. It is the distance between what you have and what you still feel you need. Close that distance and you are rich at any income. Widen it and no fortune will ever reach. History gave Seneca a hard ending. Accused of conspiracy, ordered by the emperor he once tutored to take his own life. Whether he lived up to every word he wrote, we will never fully know. But the idea outlived the man, and it does not depend on his perfection to be true. You do not have to renounce wealth to be free of it. You have to refuse it one room, keep it in the house, bar it from the heart. So look this week not at what you own, but at where you keep it. Is your money in the house where you can use it, Or has it crept into the heart where it has begun quietly to use you? If these quiet hours are worth your time, stay a while. There is a new essay here twice a week. No noise, just one old idea turned slowly in the light. Wealth is not what you have, it's what you no longer need to chase. Until next time.